Every time I get here, it's like, yeah. Crowd goes mild. Fantastic. Now, every time I get to the Mucky Duck, I feel like I've made it to the Mucky Duck. Because you have to, at some point you have to confront 610. And like, anything could happen, So I drove past it. Cold north wind sure likes a fire. Highway to love is singing tired. You're the one that I desire. That won't ever change. The river run down to the sea. Diamond wants to be set free. I'm better off when you're next to me. That won't ever change. That won't ever change. You can't run out of words to say. Kind of lose. I don't wanna start with you, so know that you're the one I choose. That won't ever change. That won't ever change. Out of words to say. Between midnight and break of day, that I will wait for you. Oh, I will wait for you. That won't ever change. Won't ever change. That won't ever change. Right. Sounds fantastic up here. That's a new song. It's a new song, and since I figured it was just us, I could do whatever I wanted to do. So I kind of broke from the set list. So we could look at that was my opening act, was that song. Yeah, it was good, yeah. That's my opening act. Hey, it's great to be here at the Mucky Duck. I love playing clubs like this because you can eat where you play. Many clubs, you should never eat where you play. It's just a little word of wisdom there for you in case you're ever thinking about becoming a musician. Don't. So I'm going to do some stuff from the Western Skies book and record. I take these drives. I listen to stories from those further down the path. I let the myth of the land and the people wash through me. I stand beside tracks and play guitar as trains thunder past. I feel the sand blowing against my skin. I go out past the lights to see constellations hang in the sky. I move beyond stones and lie down among stones. Move beyond fence lines and lie down among stones. I get lost in a place of no markings. I walk alone into the night. I stumble to my knees and I feel the wind on my face as a distant coyote calls and the night bird answers. And I fix my eyes on a mark somewhere between the stars to whisper your name. Lately I've been wishing that the world was flat. Walk out to the edge, let that be that. Fly through the sunshine looking for rain. Why is everybody thinking I'm insane? And lately every time that I open my mouth, somebody says something stupid and a fight breaks out. Somebody gonna fall now, who's it gonna be? Why does everybody keep looking at me? 'Cause there's mile between all I see inside my dream and reality. There's just too much noise. I lose my voice. Make me wanna walk out in the desert at night and scream. I'm lost in the miles between. Yeah, lately I don't wanna open up my heart. Hurts when it's over, hurts when it starts. I admit it, I'm addicted to walking on a wire. Don't tell me about the net, baby, let's get higher. 'Cause there's mile between all I see inside my dream and reality. There's just so much noise. I lose my voice. Silence in the middle of the night is deafening. I'm lost in the miles between. In the miles. You see, it really don't matter if it's round or flat. I'm gonna spin off of the edge and never come back. I just float to the bottom of a deep blue sea. 'Cause there's mile between all I see inside my dream and reality. There's just too much noise. I lose my voice. Still I keep talking, hoping that you're listening. lost, still I keep talking, hoping that you're listening. I'm lost in the miles between, in the miles. Dig my Supertramp impersonation up here? I love Supertramp, man, you know. But I'm not Supertramp. I'm not going to play those songs. So, it's a song. That's a song of Western Skies, and I made this record back in like 2000, like a whole year ago. And but I wrote most of it during 20 and 21 when everything was kind of, we weren't sure if it was all falling apart, if it was all coming together, or if it was all happening at the same time. It was like, it's really crazy. And I was home for the first time, like in a long time. I was home for like months. And it was really like the first time I'd been home that long in 25 years. My family got so sick of me, man. It was crazy. Fortunately, I had a room to go to. I had like a closet upstairs off the garage where I could go and hang out. You know, I'd probably save my marriage. But I got to where I really dug it, and it was like my studio. And in those really dark times, you know, I would go up there and I mean, I didn't want to be dark. It's sort of like the cheap thought. When things get really weird, like the cheap thought is go dark. You know, that's like the easiest thing, man. It's like, and my sweetheart, she has a policy of life, which is why pay less. And I bet we could spend more, which I like. If you think about your thinking in that way, it's like, why pay less, man? Why have the cheap thoughts? Get those expensive thoughts, man. And the expensive thought is what's going right. There's always something going right, man, even on bad days. It's like, and if you think about that first, then the day still it can go downhill, but you're starting from a higher place. Or at least that's the way I like to think about it. So this song came about because of that. There ain't nothing funny about getting older. Soul aches, body feels the strain. The past sits heavy on my shoulder. Tomorrow comes on like a train. If these days are really numbered, if there's an end to the line, well, I'm gonna love you like I'm running, like I'm running out of time. I count the days that I've wasted chasing some vision of what I thought I should be. It's just another green grass story. I thought I was freedom, it would change without a key. And if these nights are really numbered, if there's an end to the wine, well, I'm gonna love you like I'm running, like I'm running out of time. Well, I'm gonna love you like I'm running out of time. Warm wind blowing off the Gulf Coast tonight. The baby powder moon is in the sky. And you and me laying here talking about nothing. I see that sparkle in your eye. I know these moments, they are numbered, so I'm not gonna let it pass us by. No, well, I'm gonna love you like I'm running out of time. I'm gonna love you like I'm running out of time. Yeah. Man, thank you for dancing. People don't usually dance at my shows. First, I thought y'all were fighting. I was ready to stop the song. Go, hey, man, it's a love song. Y'all get along. And I went, oh, they are getting along. Damn. You've never not danced at one of my shows? Wow. I knew there was somebody out there doing that. It's really cool. I grew up dancing. My grandmother taught me to dance. It was really good at Bohemian weddings in Victoria. Yeah, and it was really great because the same band, I had a lot of cousins down there in Victoria, and the same band played at all of their weddings. It was like, God, man, couldn't y'all get a different band? But it was this great thing, like you knew what to expect. They played the Schottish and the Cotton Eye Joe and all these crazy, weird line dances that we would do and these grand marches. My grandmother was my partner, man. I love dancing. Just thought I'd let you know that, No, they didn't travel north of Schulenburg, man. It was like, you got to draw the line, man. It's like, they got to get home because they were all like pipe fitters or something, But I just remember they had this beautiful amps that had the tuck and roll, like plastic sparkle tuck and roll thing. It was the most amazing thing. It's custom amps, and it was just like, wow. You needed like a semi truck just for the guitar player's gear, It was just beautiful, man. And people got so drunk. It was so great. It was good to be in the family because you could get away with all kinds of stuff as a little kid. I remember one time my cousin Craig got married, and we jacked his car up with these other cousins. We jacked his car up and cut a watermelon in half and put it underneath the back tires. So when they came out to take off and everybody's standing behind the car, it was fantastic, man. As like a fifth grade kid, that was like the most crazy thing I'd ever seen done in my life. I was like, I like being alive, man. It's the thing about little towns and country living and stuff. I grew up in the country. I don't live in the country now, but I get it, And it's just the towns and the people and the dreams that people have. They're beautiful, man. And a lot of people, don't get it. And it can be lonely and isolated, but it can also be, there's a beauty to it. It's like, from the distance, it's all promise and imagined romance. And the lights stretch out like a desert, like a necklace across the desert's black skin. And just after the first gas station coming into town, I see abandoned oil rigs and houses with dirt and cactus front yards. I hear barking dogs and the thump of distant norteño and bits of an old blue tarp clinging to a cyclone fence. And crossing over the main street, a few cars move through past empty storefronts. The Mexican restaurant is open and the customers lost in their phones. And after a few more blocks, a dual cab Ford screams up behind me and passes. And two teenage white kids sit in the front, smoke and nod their heads to the bass crunch of some guy singing about life in Newark. With a quarter mile to the next intersection, the driver hits the accelerator and the smoke and noise blast the night. Oversized chrome bull gonads swing from the trailer hitch as if the truck itself is searching for the crystal heifer. As the light leans from yellow to red, the truck slows and turns right into a neighborhood of low-slung houses and thirsty cottonwoods. And with that, the rumble fades to a harmless murmur. Continuing through and out of town, I rise up the other side of that slow valley, and I sight the necklace again in the rearview mirror. The fallen stars pulsing in the mix of dust, heat, and cool air coming down from higher up on the shoulder of the earth, and I think about those two boys, probably now parked in some driveway, talking quietly in the glow of the TV coming through the front window. I can hear somebody talking inside of my brain. Tell me I'm losing, I'm choosing to go down the drain. When I listen, I don't see the sunshine. Sometimes at night, dreaming, I see it so clear. There's a man standing in front of all I hold dear. I give him the matches, he lights a bonfire. The harder I work, the longer I run, the more that it seems I'm left undone. I'm always going up, down escalator. Yeah, the faster and the faster and the faster, the faster it turns. You think by now that a guy like me would have learned. Well, if I had a shovel, I'd dig a hole deep, wide. Wait for the devil, grab him, and pull him inside. I'll put the gloves on, go mano a mano. Well, the more that it seems I'm left undone. I'm always going up, down escalator. Yeah, the faster and the faster and the faster, the faster it turns. You think by now that a guy like me would have learned. Storm had blown in, the windows open wide. We lay there like two loaded guns. I will always think of you in that fading light. Your silhouette of the river I would run. And the stars, we're falling from your eyes, and my love, oh my love was on the rise, and now I'm in between you, summer rising light, underneath the western sky. And the stars, they were falling from your eyes, and my love, oh my love was on the rise, and now I'm in between you, summer rising night, underneath the western sky. Time is not the only thing that flies for us now. The heart is not the only thing that breaks. Your memory's all that keeps my feet upon this earth. The truth is just a train that came too late. And the stars, they keep falling from your eyes, and my love, oh my love was on the rise, and now I'm in between you, summer rising light, underneath the western sky. Yes, I am in between you, summer rising night, underneath the western sky. So I unplugged my own guitar cable in the middle of that little acoustic pyrotechnics there. But it reminded me last night. By the way, can I get a glass of water with no ice, please, to the stage? Put it on my tab. You know, it's all good. Heck, all these people making a ton of cash. Just give me some water. No. So last night I was reminded, like, you know, like when you start performing, it's like things happen on stage. You know, like it's gonna every night. Like there's some like chaos that happens, even if it's even on the best of nights. And I'm gonna spill it if I put it there. And so you have to learn how to adapt with that. And what I found is that things like that always happen. Like I unplug my guitar cord, or I drop my guitar pick, or I sing the wrong notes, or sing the wrong words. That happens all the time. It always happens at the very moment where I'm thinking, God, I'm really good. And it's this little way that humility creeps in, especially when you aren't expecting it. That's when humility. You kind of get double points on humility when you're thinking you're a badass. And I mean, anyone can be humbled on just because you caught a red light. I mean, it's like when you think it's all green lights and then you get humbled. That's when it's like taking a nap on a busy day. Think about it. Anyone can take a nap when they've got nothing going on, right? It takes real fortitude to have a full list of things to do and go, you know what? Fuck it, I'm taking a nap. You actually get double points. You sleep a little deeper on those days. I just recommend trying it. At least that's what I do. Anyway, back to this performance thing and chaos happening. I was last night. I went to see a 17-year-old, or maybe he's 18. He's a senior in high school, son of a good friend of mine. Play. He played a gig at the Cactus Cafe in Austin, and he's amazing. He's one of these kids that is like he's just like really good already, and it just kind of pisses you off. And my stepdaughter's the same way. She's this incredible singer, and though I love her. She's great. She's a theater person. I'm super grateful for this gig tonight because she's in a theater production of Charlie Brown, and I can't make it. And dang, no, but I would go see her. I've heard it though. I've heard it all day at my house, but. That's better than, I love Stephen Sondheim. She's a musical theater person. I love Stephen Sondheim. I respect him. But oh my God, Into the Woods. I know, I love it too, but if you have the person singing that one particular song that has that one note in it, Into the Woods, it's like, oh my God, that was a long 6 months. Anyway, back to last night, and I saw this friend of mine's kid play. I was so proud of him. First off, he's done about 4 gigs in his life, and all these 18-year-old high school girls are coming out to see him play. And you could tell, man, he's going, I don't know what it is, but I sure do like this. I think music's good. And his dad's a musician, so he knows the deal. And but in the middle of his set, he broke a string. And you could tell he had this moment of just sheer panic. But he never lost the tempo of the song, and he just plowed right through. And he figured out in the middle of the song how to play the guitar where it like worked. I was like, man, he's going to be okay. You know, he may not be able to add, but he's going to have a successful life. Anyway. That was what I told my son when we were driving down the road. This is a long story that has nothing to do with the next song I'm going to play. And we were driving down the road one day, and my son, we were listening to the radio, and Led Zeppelin came on. And like super, I turned it up super loud, and it was like something like off Led Zeppelin 1 or 2. It's like really old Led Zeppelin. And he turns it down, and he goes, Dad, I don't know, man, that sounds like really bad Howlin' Wolf. He was in the 4th grade. I was like, son, I know you're struggling in math. You're going to be okay, man. You're all right. If you know that Led Zeppelin sounds like bad Howlin' Wolf, you're my kid. That's good. The Sierra Diablo, and I'm wondering if I could fly away on the wind blowing off of the Sierra Diablo. Just how far? Song in the telephone wire, train in the distance, lovers in the room next door. Well, it all sent me tumbling fall back to your memory. And how far, how high, and how long did we fly? Dust on Sierra Diablo. Turn back to rock, back to mountain, lava and sky. Well, we could be lovers like there was no tomorrow. Yeah, how far, high, and how long could we fly? Tell me how far, oh how high. Tell me how long could I fly? I was sitting there looking at that kid on the stage last night, and I was thinking, you know, he looks like he's got it. He looks cool, man. He's got the look. He's got the hair wave thing that they do out in front, you know. One day they're going to look at pictures of themselves from the side, and they're going to go, "What the hell were we thinking, man?" Not that I didn't ever do any stupid hair things. Dude, I did some bad hair things. I had an afro when I was in. I did. I've never confessed to that on stage, but I did a lot of other things in high school that were really stupid. But God, I had fun. I stole my brother's driver's license when he turned 18. I was 15. That was the smartest thing I ever did. I found out that crime does pay. It's awesome. I used to take my mom's car in the middle of the night sometimes and drive downtown Houston. I lived at Kingwood, the unbearable thicket. And we moved from Brenham when I was in the 8th grade and moved to Kingwood. Anyway, I stole my brother's driver's license. It was awesome. I got into all the clubs. I was tall and kind of looked older than me. I looked just like my brother, and used to go to the Texas Opry House. Saw all the bands. I couldn't get anybody to go with me, though. Sometimes I'd drive down there by myself, man. Saw John Prine play when I was 17. Saw Los Gonzo Band. One time I snuck back into the dressing room of the Los Gonzo Band show. I was higher than a kite, man. I was like 17 years old, blasted out of my mind. Somehow I got back into the dressing room, and I remember I walked into the dressing room, and Bob Livingston confronted me at the door of the dressing room. He goes, "Get out now." I was like, but But I remember thinking, I was already writing songs and stuff. I remember thinking, like, man, I don't know how I fit in, you know. And I was looking at that kid last night and I was going, I wonder if he ever thinks about that. Like, how do I fit in, you know? I know my stepdaughter, I got two 18-year-old twin stepdaughters. I know, it's hell. But I know every now and then they have these thoughts like, man, am I a weirdo? You ever think that? Like, am I a weirdo? I think about it now. I've been thinking about it all my life. Am I a weirdo? Sure enough, I am. It's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of like if you wake up the day, you look yourself in the mirror and go, hey, weirdo, nothing can hurt you. You are bulletproof, man. Hey, weirdo. Yeah, man, that's me. Then if you do something normal, people go, what the hell happened to you, you know? And all my friends are pretty much weirdos too. Somebody needs to tell the kids it's okay to be a weirdo. They mistake your individuality for a flaw in your personality, and I think that they've lost your sanity. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. You're a beautiful reflection of the light that shines in your direction. There's nothing about you that isn't perfect in every way. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just go, yeah, just go against the grain. You don't have to be the same as everyone around you. I know what you're going through. Follow the voice inside you and be brave. And go, yeah, go against the grain. Yeah, just because you are young in years don't mean that you can't see clear. All of those glitter kids don't turn out to be gold. No, 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 no. So just go, and just go against the grain. You don't have to be the same as everyone around you. I know what you're going through. Follow the voice inside you and be brave. Just go, and just go against the grain. 'Cause no matter what you do, someone always thinks you ain't cool. But I know what is true. So just go against the grain. You strive to change like everyone around you. Stay brave, just go against the grain. Just go against the grain. All right. Let me see what I got here. I got something. Oh, I know. I'll do this one. In the granite and limestone cuts, the rivers and creeks, sloping their way towards the Gulf, lay the little towns with their staked claims against the dust and the wind. And the great empty well scars mark the effort to pull dreams out of the earth, and the dams and the interstates draw fitful lines of advance and retreat in our running battle to reshape God into something closer to our own liking. But I see the everland of horse, sky, unbroken prairie, believers and dispossessed, scattered like the devil's own mercury across this wordless evening. And I want to go back beyond all this marching, to before we came and broke this ground, and the blue stem ran like first light across your face, when only bird wings filled the sky, and we did not yet know the curve of the earth. If all the king's horses, all the king's men, found you at the bottom, brought you back again. No matter how far you run, how fast you've sinned, I forgive you what you've done, where you've been. 'Cause if you make it back to me, well, there ain't no reason left to leave. And what you want, what you need, is the high road that will bring you back to me. It's time to straighten up now, time to fly right. Here's to hoping that the dark don't win the night, and the ghost stones follow in the light of day. And the love we swallow will take the pain away. 'Cause if you make it back to me, well, there ain't no reason left to leave. And what you want, and what you need, is the high road that will bring you back to me. Well, if you make it back to me. Well, there ain't no reason left to leave, and what you want and what you need is the high road that will bring you back to me. Back to me, yeah. All right. Anybody got any requests? Better now. All right. That's fantastic. Yeah. Wrote this with my good friend Radney Foster. Does this sound as good out there as it does up here? I mean, I'm going to have to take your word on it because it sounds amazing up here. And I'm just sitting there going, damn, I'm really good, you know? And I'm just like going, what's going to happen? I walked in here, as soon as I walked in for sound check, they turned the lights on and the whole fuses blew. I was like, well, nowhere to go but up, you know? I've been down, been kicked around, one too many times by love. I took a ride on a downhill slide. I thought I'd never get back up. Every day I got a little more lonely. Every day I'm more black and blue till I met you. Oh, and I'm better now. I saw the light lying down next to you each night. I'm better now. Oh, and I'm better now. I'm holding on. Love can make a man so strong. I'm better now, better now. Sometimes a man, he just has to stand on the edge of the world just to see how far he might fall into the darkness and lose it all. Now every day I get a little bit higher, a little bit closer to the truth. It's because of you. Oh, and I'm better now. Saw the light lying down next to you each night. I'm better now. Oh, and I'm better now. I'm holding on. I didn't know love could make a man so strong. I'm better now. Better now. Every broken dream and heartache, and every tear I had to lose brought me to you. Oh, and I'm better now. Saw the light lying down next to you each night. I'm better now. Oh, and I'm better now. I'm holding on. No love could make a man so strong. I'm better now, better now. All right. Thank you very much. Anybody else got a request? Seven Wonders. Wow. Awesome. As a songwriter, like some songs are about a thing. You have this idea and you go, yeah, write that about them. And sometimes you just come up with something out of the blue, and especially when you're collaborating with people, it becomes a totally different thing, and pretty soon it has nothing to do with your original idea. That's the magic of art, the magic of songs, and you have to allow yourself to go with that and pursue it and just let it be what it is, because, I can't control it. The song's bigger than me, and it's really great until you come home and play it for your sweetheart. And it, by God, better be about her. And when it's not, you just go, honey, it's all you. But this one is kind of about her, but not quite everything in it. Shh. Even though this is on Facebook, you guys out there, don't bust me. Wonder why she loves me after all this time. I wonder why this could be. I wonder if she's mine. I wonder why she's always saying I'm so great. I wonder why she knows I know I'm wondering this way. Well, I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. And I'm not talking about the Taj Mahal, pyramids, Grand Canyon, that Great Wall. I'm not wondering about the Northern Lights. I'm talking about the good love of my life. I wonder why the good Lord gave His man the perfect girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. Seven wonders of my world. Wonder why an angel ever flew my way. Wonder what I ever did to live in heaven every day. Wonder if she'll ever know how much she's done for me. I wonder if I've told her, and I wonder if she sees. I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. She's a seven wonders of my world. And I'm not talking about Taj Mahal, pyramids, Grand Canyon, that Great Wall. I'm not wondering about the Northern Lights. I'm talking about the great love of my life. I wonder why the good Lord gave His man the perfect girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. Seven wonders of my world. Oh, seven wonders of my world. You know, songs are like good friends. You know, you go through phases with them, and you take them for granted. Like you're really, really, really good friends. Like every one of us in this room, I know you have done this. You're taking a friend for granted. You know, you like you didn't call them when you could have, or something. You know, we're all guilty of it. And songs are like that with me. It's like these songs. Some songs I've been like this song particularly. I wrote this song when I was 19. Man, it's like a long damn time. It was 42 years ago. You know, so I've been singing it way longer than I haven't been singing it. That's kind of crazy, you know. So think about those friends of yours that you've been friends with longer than you haven't been friends with. That's an amazing thing. And like old friends, they come every now and then. They come up and they totally like it. They do you right and like they do something amazing for you. This song did an amazing thing for me recently. I'll back it up a little bit. I had this college professor named Michael Adams. I went to school at UT. I was an American Studies major, so it wasn't like I got a job. Hang on there. I told my dad, I was like, I want to graduate. He goes, "Congratulations, son." I said, "Yeah, I think I'm qualified to vote now, Dad." And but anyway, I had this professor. So I was writing professor at UT Austin, and I was a business major, if you can believe that. It was terrible. I was a business major until my accounting professor said, "You're not cutting it, and this is super easy. You should go see my girlfriend over there in the American Studies department because I don't think anybody over there wants a job." That's for me, man. I swear to God, that's what he said. Saved my life. How many times has your life been saved with bad advice? I mean, come on. I mean, it just doesn't happen much. And when it is, pay attention, man. But anyway, I get over to this guy, Michael Adams. I go to his class, and I'm like, man, I got to figure out some edge to like do well in this class. I really needed. So I handed in my little blue book. I had an assignment, and I handed in my blue book, and I handed in a cassette with it of a song I'd written. And the song had to do with the essay. Next day at class, he called me up. He goes, next time class met, he goes, "Mr. Smith, would you come see me?" Walk up, he goes, "That was a good move, dude." That was a good one. I've never seen that one. But yeah, it worked. And he goes, "I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you an offer." And the offer is you can hand in whatever you would like to. You can hand in anything as long as there's a cassette with it. And the cassette the song, you have to write a song, and the song has to relate to what's in the blue book. You can't just turn in any song. It's got to, I've got to be able to see a thread. And he goes, "And I know songs, so I'm going to judge your songs too. I'm going to critique your songs." He goes, "I'm going to be super hard on you. If you want, I'll be super hard on you." I was like, "Awesome." I said, "You mean I don't have to pay attention in class?" He said, "No, I didn't say that." He said, "I want you to pay attention in class and do something with it, but you can write whatever you want to write." He says, "Because you're okay, man. You can do this thing. I'm going to help you." I took him 3 semesters in a row because it was like an automatic A. It was awesome. So he passed away last year. Yeah, man, it was okay. He was old and he was rough life, rough at the end. I sang at his memorial service there on campus at UT. I told that story and I sang this song. And the next day, I got a text from the president of the University of Texas at Austin, Jay Hartzell. And he asked me if I'd like to come up and talk to them about being a songwriter in residence at University of Texas at Austin. And by God, if I didn't talk him into doing it. So I'm the songwriter in residence. And now my dad, he asked me if I had to call him professor, if he had to call me professor. I said, "Yeah, I think so." Yeah, that sounds good, Dad. How about that? Yeah. Well, I turned right on First, left on White Oak, to my old neighborhood. I sold Doc Randolph his mourner's yard, kept it up about the best you could. Evelyn and his wife for 32 years, she smiled as I drove by. She waved from her front porch swing, and she went back to reading a $2 novel with the wedding ring. A few houses needed painting, gates were unhinged, generally just the same. Driveways are full of bikes and Buick sedans and things that no good American would claim. All my other lovers that married for cover, out the sacred nightly stroll, and they were wishing they were characters in a $2 novel, for their weight in high school sweetheart. She married my best high school friend. He manages the hardware store. She became a nurse, and I became a memory of them. All my other buddies, they just got lost in outer space. Country well, and they're all fighting in the war for $2 novels, the toughest left to tell. So I turned right on White Oak, left on First, out of that old neighborhood. I left Dr. and Mrs. Randolph sipping iced tea on their front porch, wondering if I'd ever come to any good. And on 1,000 shady streets and 1,000 other towns, now people all day was doing just the same. Oh, they're all living their lives like $2 novels, wondering why the world is so insane. They're all living their lives like $2 novels, and I'm wondering why there's nothing left to gain. Standing on the corner, counting up some bus fare change. A boy and a girl, 26 or 7, clothes are all in disarray. So which way does the wind blow, or how blue is the sky? falling from mothers I hate. That's somebody's daughter. Hey, that's somebody's son, somebody's pride and joy turn out to be the broken branch off the family tree. Too many back alleys, back seats, too many park bench beds ever seen. Lord, it's too much careless love. She's showing just a little top button undone on her jeans. It's which way does the wind blow? Oh, how blue is the sky? Count the teardrops falling from a mother's eye. Hey, that's somebody's daughter. Hey, that's somebody's son, somebody's pride and joy turn out to be broken branch off the family tree. Family portrait, savage and true. Damage is done when you tore it all in two. Love wounds on the living lost sheep. I say a little pride when I see him on the street. Hey, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's son. Hey, that's somebody's daughter, somebody's son, somebody's pride and joy turn out to be. So, hey, that's somebody's daughter. So, hey, that's somebody's son, somebody's pride and joy turn out to be the broken branch of the family tree. Hey, the broken branches, the broken branch of the family tree. Yeah, the broken branches, yeah. Got time for a couple more here, and thank you all for coming out. It's really great. Be sure and tip your bartenders and the people bringing stuff to your table, because if not, they get in a really bad mood, and then I have to make them happy and stuff. So it's really rough. So thank you all for being here as well. It's really cool. I'm just always grateful when people show up and hear me play. Thank you so much. So, I know that, came with dates, partners and stuff, and I got some books and some albums over there. It's like if you came with a date and they don't buy you something, they don't love you then. So, it's not really like guilt. It's more like a suggestion. Houston's a big city, man. Could be a long, quiet ride home. Or one filled with joy and gratitude. It's your call. Half of this morning and most of last night, I've Been taking tally on the last years of my life. I've been pretty righteous, God only knows. A couple of calls, not even close. At least my indiscretions sweeter than most. Those loving arms, sweet, sweet loving arms. I count the bad, count the good. All I wouldn't change, even if I could. Well, I used to stumble back when I was young. Still stumbling, yeah, but it's a lot more fun. I'm falling. I flew too close to the sun to get to your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. And the empty pockets, motel beds, airline tickets and words better left unsaid. And the strange kisses get the ghost. And what I miss it we shall never know. Every day another mountain to climb to get to your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. And the world could be perfect, even if we are not. If everything is forgiven, even if not for God. And when the morning come breaking and I call out your name, yeah, oh, my heart will be running, whoa, running just to get to your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Come on, sing along. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Come back, Brandon, back in the back. Come on, sing it like you mean it. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. It's your sweet loving arms. So, you know, this Western Skies thing started because I was doing these drives during the pandemic out to Arizona to do some songwriting projects. Alone, the roads were empty. It was great. It was amazing, man. I'd get a rent car, just drive. And I found this Polaroid camera in my garage before I went on the second one of those drives. Started taking Polaroid pictures on my travels, black and white Polaroid pictures. This book's full of them. If you buy one, you can see them. Just saying. Just saying. Polaroid cameras are weird, man, because like it's a really stupid technology. You can't Instagram it. What's the point of taking a picture? It's a thing. It gives you a thing that you can hold. It's beautiful. But Polaroid cameras, the lens in there is weird, man. It's like it's got a lazy eye. It's like life. You aim at something, you think you're going to take a picture of it, but the Polaroid camera goes, no, you're not. We're going to take a picture of this. Your direction is going to go this way. Don't care what you thought you was going to happen. At least that's the way it's been for me, man, my whole life. Thankfully. And you never know what happens because you got to give that picture time to develop. By the time the picture develops, it's probably over. You can't go back and do it again. You know, you're stuck with it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it's not good. I'll tell you something that happened to me. I was standing on the side of the road, on the side of Highway 90 out there in West Texas. I was in Lobo, which is between Valentine and Van Horn. It's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there. I've been driving all day. I'd come from El Paso. And I timed it just right so that as I came through this one particular place, it would be like at dusk, because the sun would be almost ready to go down, because I knew what I wanted to take a picture of, and I'd planned the whole day around it. I got there, man. I pulled off on the side of the road. I got my camera. I got all my gear. Started taking pictures, man. Just wasn't happening. It just didn't work. And Polaroid is also, it's really expensive, man. It's like $3 a picture. That's like the same price as an espresso. It's like if it doesn't work, it's like, shit, I could have had 4 espressos for that. Man, damn. I'm packing up my stuff because the picture ain't gonna work. Packing up. And I look down on the ground and there's this backpack on the ground right beside me. And I swear I did not see this backpack when I pulled over to take this picture, and I was standing right there, man. This backpack was 10 feet away from me. Backpack was open. Stuff scattered all around. I'm wondering, has it always been here? Did somebody come and drop this thing? But no, I think it had been there. Wow. It's covered in dust. Not completely covered, just like a light coat of dust. There's t-shirts, a couple of t-shirts on the ground, a pair of shoes, water bottle, a couple of books. One of those books had pictures tucked in it. I'll never forget it, man. Pictures of kids, a woman. And I'm thinking, I was going, man, like, I know what this is. This is a migrant's backpack. Because Mexico, man, it's like right across this hellish plain and its mountains. Just the other side, that's the river. I know it's somebody's life took a left turn right here where I'm standing trying to take a picture with my Polaroid camera. And the cars are going up and down Highway 90, you know, and I'm looking around. I said, man, did anybody see this backpack here but me? Am I the first person to notice this backpack? I get in my car and I'm driving. I'm headed east now towards Marfa, the land of the eternal hipster, where nothing happens and people go, damn, that's so cool. I think I'll pay more because nothing happened. I got a hotel booked. I got a bottle of tequila. I got some dinner plans. I'm going to have a great night, man, frankly. And I'm thinking about the person whose backpack that is, and they are not going to have that kind of night. And I'm driving east, and the road, if you go that way, right before you get to Valentine, it makes a little bit of a curve to the left, and you go through Valentine, it makes another curve to the left. I love that. Just the other side of Valentine, the road curved to the left. And the sun hit my rearview mirror like pow, right? I mean, it was like weird. It was like out of a movie or something. It was crazy. You ever had that happen to you where the sunset hits your rearview mirror? It's like, wow. When I did, man, these words came to me. Walking under the bowl of blue sky. I'm talking to the shadows and the wind. I taste your name in every drop of water, your name upon my lips and upon my skin. The rivers and the blacktop roads and the darkest mountains. The fear, another border I must cross. No sun could ever burn away my hunger or make up all the time that we've lost. Now on that day before there was this walking, before there were these tears that wouldn't dry, across the cold, the breaking dawn, the morning, I held you, and together we did fly. Now I drift unseen among the hours, through this land of breaking backs and bones. I'm slanted in some northerly direction, but I'm still upright among these casted stones. And until that day, I turn to travel homeward, to hold you close and drink your diamond sigh. I touch your name, and I feel you here beside me, walking under the bowl of blue sky. People hurting people with the angry words. Wonder, have they ever heard about loving one another as you love yourself, and just keep on reaching down to help the weak? Show a little mercy and forgiveness in what you do and what you say. And turn the other cheek. Oh, turn the other cheek. It don't make you taller, bring somebody down. Make me think of Jesus with his thorny crown. He's talking about loving one another as you love yourself, and just keep on reaching down and lift up the meek. Show a little mercy and forgiveness in what you do and what you say. Turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. I sing this for the children, and the children's children too. Just trying to get the message, trying to get to you. Come on, love one another as after week. And show a little mercy and forgiveness, what you do and what you say. And turn the other cheek. Oh, turn the other cheek. Be careful what you speak. And turn the other cheek. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. Thank you. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.